This is Sabak Tutoring, where I will quickly explain a neuroscience topic. Today we will be talking about neurons. Neurons are the primary cell building blocks of the nervous system. Neurons communicate and transmit information through electrical impulses called action potentials. While neurons come in many different shapes and sizes, most of them have these key four regions alike. The first of these regions is called the dendrite, or the input zone. This is where the neuron receives incoming information from other neurons. Next, this information reaches the soma, or the cell body. This contains other traditional cell organelles such as the nucleus. Next is the axon, or the conduction zone. This is where information will travel down until it reaches the end of the neuron at an area called the axon terminal. This is the output zone of the neuron. The axon terminal, information exits the neuron in the form of neurotransmitters and enters what's called the synapse. The synapse is an area of space between two neurons. The synapse exists as a gap between the axon terminals of the presynaptic neuron and the dendrites of the postsynaptic neuron. Information is released by the axon terminals of the presynaptic neuron in the form of neurotransmitters and is received by the dendrites of the postsynaptic neuron. The cycle continues again, with the dendrites transmitting the information to the soma, which then travels down the axon, into the axon terminals, into the next synapse, and then to the next neuron. If you are still struggling to understand, use this analogy to help you out. Imagine neurons are cars, and every car has two antennas to communicate with each other. The first antenna is for receiving information. This is like the dendrite, or the input zone. The information is then processed by the soma, or whoever's driving the car. This information could be anything: the weather, other cars around you, or the radio. Next, you as the driver of this car decide to forward the message to all the other cars around you. So you push a button and information is once again transmitted through the second antenna, which is for conduction. This is akin to the axon. At the very tip of the antenna, information leaves the car and travels to other cars. This is called the output zone, or the axon terminal. The space between cars is the synapse. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more episodes.